Doing VCE bio and you're stuck around this 80% mark, it can be extremely frustrating because you feel like you know all of the content, yet you still can't push up to those really high percentages and get the top of the class. This is where a lot of students can start blaming the system. They think, oh, those students that get 90s and 100s must just be lucky, or they must have bribed the teacher, or the teacher just doesn't know how to mark, right? This question's obviously right, but why did she take a mark off? Let me tell you this, it's not luck that those students are able to get 90s and 100s. It's actually a mindset switch that takes you from getting 80% to 90s and 100s. And that mindset switch is firstly not blaming things on luck, because oftentimes it's really not. And secondly, it's to actually play the game the way it was designed. VCE was never about memorization, so even if you feel like you know all the content, you've likely just hit that memorization stage, the stage where you know the content and you feel like, surely I get 100% right, I can tell you what the definition of an organelle is, I can tell you what the processes in cellular respiration are, but that's simply not enough to get 100%. It's about being able to identify the structure of the question, look at the command terms, think about how many points you need to write, and also be really good at making connections back to the question. So many times, students lose those 1 or 2 marks on those long questions because they simply don't refer back to the question, or they simply don't connect their knowledge to the question enough. And this is not some savant level, incredibly difficult calculation that you need to do in your head. Oftentimes, VCE bio is well known for making really easy questions that appear difficult at first sight and trick a lot of students. Even though if you actually take a moment and think about it, you want to break down the question in your head, you want to reference the question as many times as you can in your answer, and you want to show the connection between each of your points. You're not there trying to list down all the knowledge that you know. You need to show that these things connect together, and most importantly, that they connect to the question.